Hi guys, I might be live right now and I might not be. So we're going to check on that and then we're going to begin with a very short, super informational, awesome Facebook Live. And then we're going, yes, we're live. Okay, so hello, I hope everyone is having an amazing day, oiling the world, changing lives, and just having fun. A few of you were asking for favorite ever follow-up techniques, and I would love to share mine because it may or may not work for you, and it has helped me substantially with my own follow-up. It has allowed me to enroll lots of friends with oils over the past 3 years. At the beginning of my doTERRA journey, I was averaging about 15 to 20 people a month, sometimes more than that. And this is the exact strategy that I'm going to show you, which is how I am able to follow up with people and how I'm able to keep track of so many friends that we're sharing oils with. So again, this is going to work for someone who does not love Excel. So if you do not love Excel and you are really more of a hand pen to paper kind of person, this is a system that is phenomenal for you. If you love computers and you love technology and you love Excel and that totally resonates with you, that's great. And you're going to figure out the system that works for you. This is what has worked very, very well for me over the past 3 years. So I'm just going to use the example of what happened today. So I was at Natural Grocers and the woman that was checking me out at the cashier, she was the cashier actually, and I shared grapefruit essential oil with her because she was stressed. And in our very quick interaction, she told me that she's used doTERRA before. She told me her friend gave her free oils. I asked her if her friend sells doTERRA and she said nope, but I've considered selling it myself. So I'm going to find out more information there, but she doesn't have an account and she doesn't have a friend who sells oils, and she loved the grapefruit and she's considering potentially selling doTERRA. So I invited her to a class this weekend, and I love tapping outside of my warm market. That is one of my favorite things to do. I love talking to strangers and introducing them to the health and wellness lifestyle through essential oils. So this is my process, okay? I have her number that she wrote down. I always feel like getting their phone number, and I don't feel like this, I know this, getting their contact information is crucial. Do not give someone your business card and expect them to reach out to you and buy oils or be interested in anything, because that is putting your business in their hands versus putting your business in your hands. So it's actually serving the people that you're talking to a lot better to get their information because you know that you're going to reach out to them. So I got Haley's information, and I also love to take a photo of whoever I'm first meeting. The way that I explain it in this case was, I'm going to give you this grapefruit, and do you mind if I take a photo of you? And she was super excited. If you say something with confidence, people will say yes. So she smiled and took a really cute photo. I'll show you guys. And if people are at all weird about it, or they're like, why? See, there's Haley. If they're like, why do you want my photo? I explain to them, I love it when my friends text me. I love that I can see their faces in my inbox. So you'll notice, and I'll even show them this, most of my friends who I'm texting with, you can see their faces in their photos if they ask, but normally they don't ask and they smile with their oil. So step 1 is getting the contact information. Step 2 is, if you have time, really listening for a felt need. We did not have time because she was ringing me out for groceries and there was a line of people behind me. However, her felt need is that she's curious about doTERRA and she doesn't know anyone that does it as a business. And she said yes, that she's interested in coming to a class, enough for her to give me her phone number. So those are her felt needs. So every time I get someone's information, the first thing I do is, and I'm going to show you guys my hundreds names list. I'm actually rewriting them because I am a perfectionist, if you didn't know that. So these are my hundreds names lists. You're going to notice that the black Sharpie are people that have enrolled. And I actually have 2 more that are not right here. So this is a list of people, not only that need oils, but people that I have actually sampled. They have been to, some of them have been to a class, and they have not told me no. So the first thing I did when I got home is, you'll notice I have Chad here from breakfast yesterday, and I have Haley from the grocery store. So I wrote her name down. Step 1, get her info. Step 2, add her to the hundreds names list. Step 3, and this is super important, step 3 is to actually make a contact in my phone for Haley. So what I do is I go into my contacts and I enter her. I'm going to see if I can show you. Okay. So I enter Haley, I enter her first name and her last name in the top here. Can you see it? Hopefully. Hold on. Cancel. Okay. First name, last name in the top. Then under the company, I write doTERRA, and then I will write where I met them. So if I met this person on an airplane, I'm going to write doTERRA, airplane, Miami. If I met them at a yoga studio, I'm going to say doTERRA, Yoga Pod, South Denver. Okay, got it? So then I'm going to put their number. I always do phone numbers, because what's cool is if you have their phone number, you can later on, you can, sorry, you can't see that. Later on, you can text them and you can get their email. So phone number is crucial, super personal. And then the next thing I do, I added her photo, which also helps me to remember people, because sometimes I don't, if I only meet them for 2 seconds, sometimes I need this. I need that to help me remember. And then her notes are not as long as someone else, because if someone tells me all of their felt needs, I'm writing every single thing about them. And I'm also writing things that we talked about. So even if they tell me about like their kids and their passion and desire in life and has nothing to do with oils, I include that in the notes. I am as detailed as I possibly can be about this part. So for her, I say when I met her. So I said I met her 9/27. I sample, and then I also include if I sampled her something. So I sampled grapefruit for stress, because she was stressed about having to stay at work late. And then I include the felt need, which is that I invited her to classes this weekend. So I save that. Then, this is important, I take a screenshot right there, like this. I take a screenshot of this contact. The reason I take a screenshot is normally I have these hundreds names lists with me at all times, but there's going to be times where you don't have it right in front of you. And so it's important to take a screenshot of that and set aside one 30-minute time session, 15 minutes per week, to scroll through the photos on your phone. You can even create an album that is August contacts, September contacts, and then you can save them to the albums. I just scroll through my photos, and I'll make sure that every single person I met gets written on my hundreds names list, okay? All right, so then the next step that's super important, so let's review the steps. Get their contact information, and then either add them to the hundreds names list first, or enter their contact info with all of the notes about them, screenshot it, so you're doing both of those. And then the next thing is you're going to message the person that you connected with, because that's putting your business in your own hands. So I just texted Haley. I'll read you guys what I wrote just now before I went live. I said, "Hi Haley, it's Audra Robinson." Oh, this is so funny, you guys. Okay, so I accidentally FaceTimed her when I was trying to write the notes. So this is gonna be so funny. All right, I'm just gonna answer real quick. Hey girl, oh my gosh, this is so funny. I was putting your contact info in my phone and I accidentally hit FaceTime.
Oh, okay.
But these are the children right here in my backyard that I was telling you that I was going home to. Aren't they cute? I'm glad you got off work finally. Did the grapefruit help?
Huh?
Did the grapefruit help a little bit with the stress?
It did. You know what? It really did, actually.
That's awesome.
I also just took a couple deep breaths, got a little bit more mindful.
I love it. Well, it was super fun to connect with you, and I love that you're already educated on different levels of oils. That is super cool.
Using them for probably like 3 years now, so I kind of get the gist of it.
I love it. I love it. Have you been to a doTERRA class before?
No.
Oh my gosh, you have to come. It's going to be so fun. Do you work on Saturday?
I do, 10 to 6:30.
Okay, so you won't be able to make it Saturday. Okay. We're doing like a little open house at my home on Sunday. If you want, are you working Sunday?
No.
Okay, so if you want to pop over for that, it's not an actual like teaching about the essential oils and how to use them. It's not a basic class, but it's all the new products that our company just released. So there's like natural deodorant, body mist, like all kinds of fun stuff, and a couple new oils that are awesome.
Wow.
So yeah, if you want to come to that and you can meet some of our friends, and then maybe we can just do coffee or juice next week and I can kind of go over like the basics and how to get some of the oils when you're ready.
Yeah. That sounds good to me.
Okay, I love that you FaceTimed me back. I accidentally FaceTimed you twice. It wasn't even once, and then I'm like, oops.
I was like, wow, this must be important.
You're like, this girl must really like me, which I do. I'm glad I got to meet you.
Yeah, it was really good to meet you.
Okay, well, are you on Facebook?
I'm not.
Congratulations. That's awesome. Well, what I'll do is I'll send you a screenshot of the actual Facebook event for Sunday, and it has my address and everything, and come over whenever. We'll come over if you want to be here on time. That would be awesome at 5 o'clock. And it'll be an hour and a half, and you can smell all the oils, and you can meet some of my awesome friends from our team that'll be there, and it'll be great.
That'll be super neat. Thank you so much.
Of course. It was so good to meet you, and I will see you Sunday.
Okay, see you
Okay, bye, girl. Okay, so basically, rule of thumb is just always play it cool, because I accidentally FaceTimed her twice when I was entering her contact info, and I hung up really fast thinking that she wouldn't notice, and she did. So basically, play it cool. And you guys, when you're inviting someone to something, it's all about the energy that you bring with it. So you'll notice that I wasn't awkward. I wasn't like, hey, if you want to come to my class, but if you can't, it's okay. Like, bring the excitement, bring the energy, okay? That is important. Wow, that was just perfect, but that just happened during our live. Great, so Haley's gonna come to our class on Sunday, and I was just reading to you guys what I texted her. I said, hey, Haley, it's Audrey Robinson. We just met at Natural Grocers. I hope you get off work soon. Let me know if you're free Saturday at 2 o'clock. We're hosting an oils class at that time. We'd love to have you. So glad that you're already being smart with the oils you use. Enjoy the grapefruit. So super simple, super easy, but sometimes we forget to follow up with people. Maybe I didn't come home right away and I forgot to text her. I have forgotten to follow up with a lot of people. So the thing is, it's so important because we're in charge of serving our friends and serving these people. And we know that we have these amazing, precious gifts of the earth to help us do that. So we better be rocking our business and we better be crushing our follow-up so that we're able to help them and serve them to the best that we can. So the last thing that I'll leave you guys with is, this might look super disorganized, okay? I will admit that. However, I'm a visual person, and so I am rewriting them because I'm a perfectionist, but it is really helpful to just have everyone's names written down, and it is so important, I can't stress this enough, to take at least 1 hour per week, if not way more than that. I actually do every single day. I set aside at least 30 minutes to an hour where I am just going through this list and I am connecting with people. And it's not always about oils. So I love to stay up to date on what's happening in their lives and get to know them and relationship build with all of these friends. Some of these people I haven't talked to in a few months. And so when I reached out this month, I wasn't saying, hey, you came to a class and the kits are 20% off. It was, hey, I saw you just went to this awesome vacation. How was it? I'd love to connect with you again. And so everyone's a little bit different as far as how I am following up and how I'm talking to them. But I also include, obviously, the essential oil love and the essential oil education as well. And the last thing I'll leave you guys with is, until someone tells you no, keep following up with them. I shared a really good example on our team page a couple of days ago with someone who I met her at Anthropologie. She sold me a pair of jeans over a year ago. And she told me when we were at Anthropologie, I had my doTERRA essential oil keychain, which is so important. Always have your oil keychain with you with little samples. I told her that we were using the oil. She was super into them. She's like, oh, I love these. I have some friends that use them, and I don't know anyone that sells them, and I've been wanting to buy them. I'd love to buy a kit from you. Like, how can I do that? So she was so into them, you guys, so ready. And so I got her information, Facebook messaged her, texted her, did not hear back for almost 8 months. And I reached out to her probably like 5 or 6 times. And it wasn't all about oils at all. Like, the first 2 were about the oils. And then I was texting her about how I love the jeans. I invited her to a booty yoga session, a yoga class, and no response. And then in July, I was just like, I'm going to go for it. And I'm going to let her know that BOGOs are happening and just connect with her, see where she's at. And she wrote back, and this long thing about how she loves the samples I gave her, and on and on. So until someone tells you no, keep following up, because that's the best way to serve people and to love people. And everybody needs these essential oils and doTERRA products in their life, because they're amazing, and we know that. So I hope this was super helpful. Again, this is a really great system if you are loving writing things down, and make sure to keep notes in your phone on all of the friends that you're connecting with. Okay, I hope everyone has a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.